Because of
All right, hello and welcome to episode 2 of We Have Issues with Zach. My name's Jim, 2-bit that is. Happy New Year's, everybody. It's 2023.
I don't think I've seen.
Can't believe it, actually. Let's be honest, went by pretty quick.
It did. It definitely did.
I mean, 2022 kind of went by real fast. I figured it was 2021, actually.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been pretty shit past couple of years.
No, it definitely is. Just with the whole restrictions of everything. I can see that too. It's made a lot of inconveniences for shit. Like you see a lot of stores have been closed down. A lot of businesses, even smaller businesses. It's definitely a shitty thing.
Yeah, it's actually pretty sad. Well, I think the biggest thing that I miss the most is actually 24-hour stores.
Yep.
Uh, Walmart, even Meijer.
I was gonna say, yeah, dude,
I
it
can't get
sucks,
nothing.
man.
We work second shift, you
Yeah.
know. We get out at 10:30, you know, sometimes even midnight. And these stores are closing at 11 p.m. now.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah,
really
it's fucking
it's really
insane.
inconvenient, especially when I wake up at
Yeah, I know, but
about
that's the
noon.
thing though. It's like, I don't know, because you working so late and you want to stay up a little later, and then you just kind of pay the ultimate price for that. So it's like,
Oh, yeah.
I forgot to turn my phone down.
Hey, look, I mean, I'm a night owl, so
Right.
I'm gonna take all the hours I can get after my long days of work
Right.
and enjoy it
Yeah.
because second shift most people don't really bother you, which is fine for me.
Right.
It's nice, you know. I get to do my research, do any of my hobbies. I got plenty of hobbies. You know how ADHD goes. Uh, about 20 of them all unfinished. You know, I rotate between them. That's just how it goes. And so not being bothered by the general public is quite nice, but
Okay.
the the fact that you used to have the 24-hour stores
Yeah.
helped. Now we don't even
Well, you gotta feel
have
bad
none
for
of them.
people that work third shift too, right? I mean, they pretty much sleep their whole day away, so it's not like that convenience isn't there
Well,
anymore.
it's not sleeping their whole day away. That's just their schedule, you know. They
Right.
can't
Well,
help it.
typically, I used to work third shift, and that was years ago, right? It was the biggest problem because I wouldn't wake up, dude. I'd literally wake up around 8 or 9, and I would sit in my bed for I don't know, a half hour for because who the fuck's gonna get up right away, right? And that's the thing with me. I mean, I'm pretty sure a lot of people can relate to that.
Well, look, when I transitioned to the new job, I was first shift, you know, waking up at 5 in the morning and clocking in by 6 a.m.
Mhm.
and doing 10 hours a day. I did 10 hours a day, 4 days a week.
Right.
And you know what? That was nice because it was a 3-day weekend. And
I mean, yeah,
I'm not going to
2 weeks
complain
is
about
fine,
it. Despite the pay, obviously I decided to transition into another position, and that's like a new employer, and that was one big thing I actually did accomplish in 2022. A goal that I had set. I'm going to stop being comfortable
but right.
and actually chase what I feel like I deserve, and unfortunately, that was finding a new employment after 5 years.
Yeah,
Uh,
I think that's kind of how it was for
uh,
me too.
I worked my ass off for that company for 5 years, and they didn't want to give. So I'm like, all right, sayonara. I'm gonna find somewhere else, and that wasn't too
Right.
bad actually because there was a sort of shortage of employees, I guess, and a lot of people were waking up to the fact that hey, we're people,
Right.
let's uh let's pay them a little bit more. Let's give them better incentives. And that's what I found.
Well,
And now I'm second shift. So my afternoons are gone. And that's fine. But it was not fun is that damn 24 hours not
no,
there. It,
it's a huge
they
inconvenience.
fit these places figured out that they save money, which I mean, I guess, but you're charging more for your products, and
Right.
I feel like now is time that I can comfortably say the general public should understand that it's coming from their profits. They just want more money, and that's all right. That's capitalism for you, but come on now, be a little fair to us.
No, I get that 100%. Like, I know a lot of like employers just kind of treat, workers like shit. I mean, you got big companies like Walmart, like Meyer, like Costco, like wherever, and it's a sad fucking thing. It really
Thousands of
is.
employees,
Yeah.
hundreds, or what?
Yeah,
I
with
mean,
like,
well, actually, let's be honest. If you got thousands of employees,
right, like even if you
those
were,
companies do for sure.
like even if you were to go to college or whatever, right? That's not to say you're not going to still make enough money, right? Like there's still going to be companies that generally will still screw you over regardless. And it is a sad thing. It really is.
Yeah, I mean, there's a big anti-work movement. I mean,
Yeah, there has been for a
it's pretty
while.
big on Reddit actually.
You know,
And the content that I see from other people, I am a member of that page there, and it is pretty sad on some of the restrictions that people have that like these employers are putting on people, and that's one thing I want to see gone in this year. This is supposed to be. We've gone we've gone through shit for quite a while now, and we need to we need to actually be happy for once again. I mean, like let's get some prosperity going on. And it
right?
honestly start, and if we're going to be a capitalist society, you need to start with your roots, and that's your workers. I mean, we're the ones holding you up. We're making your products. We're shipping it
Yeah,
out. We're doing all that stuff, for just to get that shit to your door.
yeah, and I think that's like the biggest thing too. It's like people just don't understand. Like back then, like when our parents were young, right? Things were a lot different. Like demand was different, prices were different. Um, but at the same time, too, like coming to general understanding, like even with employers, like a lot of people just need time off, and like you don't get that luxury. Some places you're lucky to even be considered. Like, oh yeah, I'm going to sit here and you got to work for me for a whole fucking year before you even get any time off.
Right, and I feel
And
in that, and I feel bad for the kids that are coming up now,
what's up, Pushy?
and like, hey, you got to work, all right? Well, you give a 16-year-old some work, but then you teach them that it works fucking sucks because it, it, oh,
Nope, there goes the hat.
there
There
goes the
goes the
hat.
hat. God,
I don't even mess with it.
I got it. Watch.
Wait, you
Watch.
better be careful with the hat. Lucky hat. All right, it stayed.
Perfect. But no, it sucks, dude. It really does. And again, it's just people just don't have the general compassion nowadays to where like you actually deserve a break. And that's again like following off of what you said. Like I used to work before the military. I used to work at the fucking what was it called? Fucking J&J machine, like a CNC shop, right? You didn't get no raises there, man, ever. And if you did, it was like very far and few in between. And to even get a week's worth of vacation, you had to be there for a whole year. And you had to meet their criteria of like what they wanted. Yeah, it's a sensitive hat. That hat, yeah, that hat fell off. I took care of it though. I took care of it.
That was the premiere episode 1 hat.
Mhm.
It's my
Yeah,
lucky Vegas
that's the
hat.
premiere one episode hat. All right.
That's my lucky Vegas hat.
Yeah, I love
Love
that.
that thing. But no, I feel like that was one of our mutual agreements here is that this year employers they need to buckle down by their bootstraps,
Right,
and
100%.
and they need to take it like we've been taking it for years, and finally maybe pay some people what they're worth. We're human beings. I cannot believe that people are so anal about even just a minimum wage.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, 'cause I get that it's a subjective matter because people are gonna sit here and tell you like, oh, well, you need to go to college or you need to do this or that, and like, oh, you're gonna pay for all that, right? Because let's just be honest, like, college is not fucking cheap. It's not.
And no, it's not. I
Like,
mean,
my dad would always sit there and try to push the envelope. He's like, well, back in my, I'm like, dude, that's like fucking years and years and years and years ago, right?
I mean,
Like,
wouldn't you
statistically
think that?
speaking, like, if you let me look at the college wages, actually, I'm
uh,
actually curious on that because that's the thing. That's always a double edged sword there, right? Let me look up college stuff. We can go ahead and continue.
Well, I feel like if you're gonna go to college, you'd probably want to have the drive to be your own boss. Like
Right.
I feel like that's one of the mindsets that you have to be if you even want to go to college. Just be your own boss. You know, although a higher education really shouldn't be something that you have to pay for and have to work for.
Right.
It should be it should be more incentivized, as in like, hey, look, we're going to offer you this position. You tested pretty good in these
Right.
in this division of scores or a certain curriculum that you've mastered.
Right.
Um, and that's just reworking really the educational system, and just to help the kids that want to be doctors, scientists,
Right.
inventors, what have you, people that contribute to society and want to advance us as a human race in itself, right?
Right.
Why do we have to pay for that?
That's just how it is. I
If
mean,
the knowledge is there,
right.
why are you making it that it needs to be accredited? So they disregard any of our public information that's given and it's shared by other professors and accredited people, i.e., the internet. I mean, yeah,
So get this though.
you can't trust everything on it, but you should be able to
100.
learn freely and advance us as a whole.
Okay, so I'm looking at like the college cost, right? And this is
Well,
just
okay, do you have
based
an app? All right, maybe pull up
average cost, an average cost.
average
If
cost
you have
on
an average,
public.
yes,
I would rather see public.
like an institution or whatever. It's just an
Um,
average cost in general. Like
Well, you have privatized institutions that are more accredited or more
right.
prestigious, and that comes at that comes at the premium price.
All right, so the
Um,
average cost of college, right?
yeah,
Think about
of
this.
of a
So like,
community college.
if you had a guess, just
All right.
per year,
Well, based on when I graduated, what the cost was, and due to rising costs, I would have to guess that maybe it's around 32,000 a year.
35,000.
Okay, so I was pretty close,
But that's
and
not
that's
including
too
if you're on,
much.
yeah, and that's not even including if like
That's
you're
more than half.
on if you're
Honestly,
on
that
campus. Like per se, if a
look,
student was on campus, right, you're looking at 100,
look.
2,000.
That's more than half my. That's more than half my salary.
Cost of a fucking house where we're at. This is average though.
uh, like that's half. That's more than half my salary
That's what
for
I'm saying.
one
It's
year of
fine.
school, and you need what, four?
Yeah, and like I haven't even checked what it was like when college even started. So let's just like go guess with like what
You think they should be providing that?
1980 or something, right? Let's check that.
I got an issue with that. That's another thing that we got an issue with here is the fact that education is so hard to achieve.
Yeah,
It's a joke,
bro.
but
1980. Guess what the price was in 1980?
I don't even want to know. It's probably sickening. Well, maybe like 1,200.
Dude, like okay, so the cost of like a 4 year, right, for any college
A
full
4 year
time, right?
college in
Ten
1980.
thousand dollars.
So 40 years ago,
Yeah,
40 years ago, it was what?
$10,000 for a
10,000?
4 years, and that included everything, whether it be like tuition,
So,
fees, room or board, right?
all right, I was a little bit further up with that
It's
price.
fucking insane for 4 years, right? Like that's more affordable then than like what it is nowadays, right? And you're taking like nowadays like 100,000 over that. It's fucking insane. That's like, bro, that's fucking highway robbery right
It
there.
is. And they're running with it. They get, that's just greed. I feel
Yeah,
like that's
that
just greed.
100%. So listen to this, right?
That's what needs to stop. I
In
mean, come on.
1980 though, dude, 1980 guys, fucking college, and this included everything if you wanted it, right? For 4 years was $10,231 annually. Bro, like now, that's literally like that's only 5 times more now, right? Like 10. You think of 100,000, 200 fucking thousand, fucking crazy. Then like shit like that is just. I feel like it's just never gonna stop ever. And again, you're always gonna hear that same fucking thing about like, oh well, you back in my time or back in my day or this, that, and the other.
Well,
Like,
hello. Hello. Stacy Johnson. Hello. Well,
But it's insane though. It's insane to see those prices fucking
mind you, we do have a
skyrocket.
delay, so
Yeah, that's fine. Um, but yeah, just it's shocking to say like with anything nowadays, right? Like just prices of everything, and people don't understand that. And obviously, you're gonna have people that are subjective to the matter, saying like, "Oh, well, you're poor," or this, that, and the other. Like, and that's not necessarily the case. It's just
I don't know.
things
I
are.
mean, let's just be honest here. I think we need to all just realize we're all in the same boat.
Mhm.
I mean, the average Joe, which is more than what you guys actually probably think, we're all in the same boat. But I mean, we don't have to just be negative here. I
No,
mean, it's supposed to be a happy new year.
yeah, that is true. That is
So
true. I just like the issues you got. It's just it goes so beyond the means of
you just imagine if they fixed that, right?
yeah, right. Just imagine like yeah, fucking it just goes back to where everything was like affordable. You're able to live comfortably. Like not saying we're not blessed or anything, right? Um, I guess just the fact of like the back and forth backlash you get from certain people, right? I mean, whether it even be online or in real life, it's just it's always that disconnection and then the subjective matters come in. But again, it is what it is, and that's it's
I
partly
mean,
why we have issues,
I'm gonna
right?
be honest. Not like I have much say in the matter. I'm not saying don't use your voice or for anything, but yeah, that's been a pattern. Mhm.
It's been like a really
As an American, I feel really beat. I really feel beat down, worn out, tossed aside,
100%.
and I really don't want that to continue.
Yeah. I mean, even like again, it goes into like even medical bills,
But
right?
guess what? I mean, look,
You gotta think about like the medical field itself, dude, and like all the medical debt and everything else. And just, things are crazy nowadays, and it is. And the
oh, it
fact
is.
that we're able to even have some sort of income, right, to live on, like it just sucks. It can't be like reverted back in the time, right? Like a lot of parents and like a lot of the older generation just has that mindset. They're locked into it about like how oh well, it's affordable still and blah blah blah. Like okay, so then right now you tell me that you're going to be able to pay for this, pay for your mortgage, right? Pay your water bill, pay everything, and just be fine with it. Then do it.
Yeah,
Like
no,
it's
no.
just
That's a thing. Like chase your dream.
right, a
If
hundred
you
percent.
have a goal, I mean that's what we did. We're two fucking goofballs doing this shit on live camera. I mean, do what you want to do. Right? We
Right,
wanted to start an internet radio show just to talk about our problems, what we got problems with.
right.
And I got problems with this damn stream, and it keeps telling me my audio, my bit rate is zero. I fixed it.
Like your bit rate's acting up.
That's what I have another issue with.
You get it. You get it fixed, man. You get it fixed. And for everyone
So,
tuning in, though, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much for listening
yes,
to
thank you everybody who's joined in. We appreciate it. Like, you guys are actually why we do this. Not entirely, but I want you guys to get a big head because we've been wanting to talk about our problems for a while now.
right.
But you are the main reason.
Yeah. So much love to you guys. Seriously.
It's seriously.
I mean, I'm gonna look at something from like
Um, can someone uh can someone let me know how the audio sounds? Just in case this thing is like a false kind of error on YouTube's end. But no, look, 2022 was ass. I made one goal,
right.
and that was quitting cigarettes. I quit smoking cigarettes. I've been smoking for far too long, over a decade, and I finally quit. 2023, I went into it tobacco free, which is great.
I'm proud of you
Basically
for that.
cigs, but I'll quit those eventually. Now, goals are possible. I mean, they're hard, and I mean that's just what it is. It takes work. You're not gonna if you have to make it a goal, it's something that you have to work towards,
Right.
and that's not always easy to achieve.
No, I mean 100%. No, I mean goals are hard to accomplish. I mean, even for me, for example, right? Like before I went to the military, like I was working out every day. every single day. Whether it be running.
Yeah, kudos to you because I
Yeah.
tried
You
working
try that
out
workout I
last
did, right?
year and I did it for about 2 weeks and I decided no, I'm done. And it wasn't even a full 2 weeks. I think
Right. So that video I sent
all right,
you,
thank
right?
you.
That video I sent you, right?
Thank you, Stacey.
How was that video? And like, I want chat to realize this, right?
All
From
right.
like one person to another. When I gave you that video,
All right, so Zach, he sent me this cardio workout. I can't remember exactly what it was
that was
called.
hit.
Um, I'm too lazy to even post edit this and throw it in there. I'm not gonna do it. But look,
I got it.
this
Give me a second.
this cardio this cardio workout was supposed to be a daily exercise,
Yep.
and the first time, and he didn't tell me that. And look, dude, don't you don't have to keep up with him. I thought I was supposed to keep up with him. He didn't warn me. I threw up like 20 minutes into it. I collapsed. I threw up.
I'm sorry.
Puked right in my garbage can right next to me because I worked out my little nice gaming area. I had an extra fucking yoga mat on there, and it's all just kinetic workout. You don't have any weights, no nothing.
I'm sorry. I should have told you about how.
No, I fucking threw up, man.
I should have told
I
you.
felt like I was dying.
It's not an easy fucking workout, dude. It's not. When I first did that
Mind you,
workout, bro,
I've been smoking for over a decade, and I was like, yeah.
it's not easy.
I was puffing right before the exercise, of course, and yeah, no, I couldn't do it. I mean, now I feel like I can. Maybe I mean that's a half goal of mine for 2023. I'm not gonna lie. Um, work out a little bit. I've been losing. I have been gradually losing. I've lost about 3 belt sizes in the past year, which is all right. That's another kind of goal.
Right.
And
It's fucking insane though. Like, okay, so when I first did that workout
yep.
though,
Like just put it in there. The advanced hit workout.
so
Fuck that.
like, no
Fuck
joke,
it.
dude. Like when I first did that motherfucker, dude, I felt like death, dude.
You want to get ripped in like
That shit will
very little
fucking
time? If
push
you
you to
have
your
the
limit.
fucking willpower and patience, do it.
I'm telling you, that's how. I'm not kidding, and
Go do that. Look
that's
that
how
up.
I lost, dude. I literally lost over fucking 13 fucking pounds from this. That's no joke. Like I did that workout literally for fucking 3 months, back to back to back to back to back to back. Fucking slamming down fucking protein drinks, dude. I'm telling you, dude, like it's fucking insane. Just the amount of fucking sweat it puts you through, and that's again,
Oh, I was dripping in sweat. I'm not gonna lie.
yes,
I was
that shit will fucking put you on your ass. And I probably should have told you that and further warn you guys that are viewing this right now and watching. If you do that fucking workout, make sure you hydrate. That's not a joke. That's not an
no
easy one.
hydrate. You're gonna want water.
Yeah, you're gonna want a shit ton of water, and that's not a joke. I went in it the first time and I fucked up, dude. I was
Yeah,
sweating so bad I was
water.
dizzy afterwards.
Water is the key. Water is most definitely the
But
key.
the thing I can tell you though, right? Dude, I went from doing like 5 push-ups, right? 10 push-ups tops to running not even a quarter mile, dude. Like my fucking shit was increasing every single time before I went to boot camp. Like I was able to bust out about fucking 80 push-ups in 2 minutes to being able to run to being able to fucking do that skip jump rope intervals with like 1 foot.
Mm-hmm.
Like I literally went so fucking hard, man, every day. And my dad at the time, like, was just so fucking impressed. He's like, "How the fuck you doing that, son?" I was like, "You just got to keep pushing. You got to push for your goals, right?"
I like to think
And
that
that's
I'm athletic, but I have the athleticism of a couch potato.
but you just got to push for that, and that's a big thing that we're talking about. Is like trying to push for your dreams, and
I was blessed with genetics. Unfortunately, I didn't have to work for this string bean bod I have.
right.
Uh, well, it's like a string bean bod with a few beans in the middle. Protruding, obviously.
Right. But that's just a big thing, though. Like, you really do want to reach for your dreams, right? And that's a big thing. And that's why I can't stress that enough. Like, I literally win every single time, though, man. It's like, whether it be push ups, planking, sit ups, running, just doing natural
Yeah,
body stuff.
you don't need money to improve yourself.
No,
You
no,
need
you don't.
willpower. It's it's willpower that's going to get you through 2023.
Yep. That's
Willpower
and that's what I need to get back into, man. Like,
is what's going to set it. First off, it's going to set the goals. It's going to
right.
make the goals, and everybody needs this. It's it's definitely needed in this new decade we have.
Oh, 100%.
This is one of the. I mean, look, I was born in mid '90s.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get to. I didn't truly experience the hardships, like the main adult hardships of like the 2008 stock market crash, that sort of depression that was
Right.
there.
Yeah, because we were so young, so it didn't really matter.
We're sort of, we're pretty much, we are there. I would say, I
Yeah.
would honestly say we're pretty much there as to just the fact when I go to a grocery store and now a head of lettuce is $4
Right.
instead of 98 cents, or this carton of eggs is no longer 88 cents, it's $3.99.
Mm-hmm.
That alone is telling me something is up, and it's unfortunate. And I mean, one thing that we really do enjoy here is video games.
Oh, 100%.
We love our cartoons. We love our video games.
And that's one thing I want to, like, honestly, like,
And
I think in due time, dude, I think we should show them eventually
let's.
the games we've got. You know, like, I think it'd be kind of cool to delve into, like, older stuff as, like, the episodes kind of go on.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
I think that'd be
We
interesting
have
to
a
show
pretty between Zach and I, we do have a pretty decent retro collection. And of course, we're going to be doing some couch co-op,
Mm-hmm.
old school style.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's in the works.
I'm hoping that there was a project on Steam that was the GoldenEye project.
Yeah.
They were remastering 007 GoldenEye.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the epitome of couch co-op right there. I mean, that ruined friendships. How many times did we get
Oh,
mad at each
yeah.
other over that game?
Yeah, it's like even with, yeah. That's like I'm saying. That's
I'm pretty
like
sure I threw
Mario Kart.
I'm pretty sure
Even
I
the
threw a
blue shell,
controller
right?
or two at you.
Yeah, that's even with the blue shell. Like, when you're playing Mario Kart, for example.
No, see, I'm gonna stop you right there. Fuck you in your shell
I
because
hate that blue shell.
that was your
It ruins a
console.
lot. But it ruined a lot, though. It literally ruined a
The
lot.
original, Super Mario was a great game, but that Mario Kart, what was it, Mario Kart 64?
Yeah, yep.
Um, you guys just you and your older bro, no, you and your younger brother, you guys dominated me on that game, and I didn't like it. I felt bullied because you owned the console, you owned the game. I didn't have it.
Right. Well, that was the thing, though, dude. Like, and I missed that, but
You
I'm not gonna
bullied
say
me.
I'm great at it. Like the 64 one, I've played it for so long with these newer Mario Karts. No, but either way, still talking about it. The blue shell ruins a lot of fucking friendships. It does, and it's the shittiest thing because you go from first to last.
I would try to slow down and stop
Yeah,
before the shell hit me, just so it would lock onto someone else.
yeah.
It never worked.
I don't know. I think
That technique never worked.
no,
But you
never did.
guys knew the shortcuts.
Yeah, I know.
You tried teaching me the shortcuts, and
Yep.
I would just get frustrated because I was an angry child, you know.
Right.
So I'd fail one time, and I like this game. I snapped the
Right.
controller, and yeah, Mario games were hard, and I'm really glad that
No, that's a control sticks.
They've kept that going. That's really good that they kept that going with like Mario Maker. You let the public make anything, and it's gonna be ridiculous. It's gonna be really stupid, really creative, funny, or just dumb.
That's like, I mean, regardless,
And
I
it's
still
great.
think it's
It's great.
to see like the evolution of it, right? Like the control sticks we had, right, back for the 64 was fucking trash. Like all the control sticks we probably broken in our childhood from the 64.
Mine always had my 64 controller would always have the loose middle joystick.
Yeah, yeah, that was a big issue there.
That thing would never be on track. It was just wobble the controller, the joystick, it just run around there.
Right. maybe not 100% on that. But yeah, so following back to what I said about working out, being
Oh, you
able.
really want to talk about working out? I'm trying to get away from working out because I don't want to work out
No,
myself.
I'm just myself personally as like an individual, like for goals
So
wise.
okay, that is one of your goals is to get back in shape.
Yeah, that's
You
one of my
you
biggest
do
things.
you
Like,
do know that a light pole is a shape, right?
yeah,
And you are shaped like a light
so is
pole.
a
You're
circle
fine.
and a square.
You know, and I'm an oblong shape, okay? And
So is a
I don't
circle.
even
That's a shape.
you're fine, man. But look, if that's one of your goals, make me look
Yes.
really, really bad. That's fine.
I'm not trying to make you look bad. It's just one of my goals. I want to get back into working out again, dude. Like, you have no idea how great that made me feel. Like, just being able to push myself to any limits that like people my age wouldn't want to do.
Right.
And that was the exciting thing about even boot camp. Like, I love the thrill of it, of like being able to know what I was walking into, to just being able to handle it with no stress, no pain, because I've already been through it all, right?
Well, yeah.
Like, I was already expecting that. So that's one of my big goals this year. Is to start working out again
Hmm.
when this snow shit ends.
And coming to that, no fucking fat shaming at the gym. Let motherfuckers come in there and be
I don't
comfortable.
I
If
don't
they're
go to the
new,
gym.
if you know what, if they're new at a gym,
All my progression was just based.
help them out. Help people out.
Yeah,
Don't
that's true.
don't be a don't be an asshole. 2023 is not about being an asshole.
No, no,
All right,
that's all.
let's help each other out. That's what we should be doing.
Yeah.
That's
So
and that's another thing. We have an issue with that. Stop being an asshole. There's a difference between being funny and an asshole. I'll tell you. Someone wants to go into like that's scary going into a public gym, you know. Even a membership gym.
yeah,
Well, actually, all the gyms are you gotta buy a
yeah.
membership, but it's open to the
Unless you own
public,
your own gym physically, yeah.
right?
But the thing is with me
And
though is I
that
never.
takes that takes a lot of guts to do. That's that willpower.
Hmm.
2023 is about willpower. I want to see that built up here
Right,
because even just stepping foot into a public square is a lot.
right,
And now you're just opening yourself up for ridicule and let's be honest, people are judgy. It's not cool. All right?
right.
And I mean even if you are going to judge someone, keep it to yourself,
No,
you
no,
know.
100%, and I agree with you all the way. That's just a thing that.
Let them do their thing, man.
Right,
Help them out, you know? Make them feel comfortable. Don't you want to make like us look good
right.
as a whole?
I mean,
I
you're
mean,
not wrong with that, but the thing is with me is I never
I
really.
wake up every day looking at the I scroll through Reddit and
Right,
I see a lot of the other countries making fun of us. You know, like God,
but that's the thing though.
it's mostly true though.
Well, the only time I really went to the gym was for like my leg workouts or like just like running wise. Everything else I just did at home every
Yeah, I
day.
mean you can do it. You can do everything at home.
Yeah,
You
and
don't
that's
need any equipment.
no.
It's the willpower.
I mean, if you want bigger muscles and stuff, you need to go buy weights, right? Because that's going to build the mass up. Is just weightlifting and
Well, that's
machine that.
science, and I'm not a scientist.
Right. No, and that's again, it's
I
all
know if
different.
I do
I
it
mean, I
like
enjoy the treadmill because I just want to run.
I could follow the anime style workouts where you do like 1,000 push-ups, 1,000 crunches, 1,000 miles or some shit. I don't know.
Right.
You tell
Maybe
me.
I need to just get a gym here. Honestly, in the garage, at least.
The full send gym.
Yeah, the full send gym. Yep. And
We don't have issues with that.
no, and that's another big thing is just goals like that. And speaking of goals, like for my year, like this year, like I want to be able to push my content creation with ePals, like you do with your YouTube. Like I want to be able to push that.
Oh,
Whether it be,
I'm just here for the show. I'm
I
here to
mean,
have fun.
yeah, whether it be
Yeah,
entertaining or not
this,
entertaining
this is it
people,
for
like
me.
it's just something I want to push for. Like I want to be able to make people happy, right? Like I want to be able to create a community, like I've been doing,
Right.
through ePals.
And
That's
honestly, that you didn't. I think you've been doing pretty good for that site.
right,
They've treated you pretty well. It's unfortunate that they feel really small, but I mean, it is what it is.
Right.
You always
And
have tech
that's
giants, and that's fine.
but that was the thing, like even before on Twitch when I used to stream on Twitch, like, and I don't want to do that anymore. I just want to like branch out to do different like streaming platforms, whether it be through YouTube or ePals. Like I just want to be able to push my content creation beyond its limits, right? And I want to be able to do that. Like, yeah, I work outside of content creation, but
Yeah, look, I mean, we both work full
yeah,
time. I mean,
yeah, I just want to be able
hey,
to push it.
we're
People
here to
enjoy
have
it.
fun.
People enjoy it, and I'm surprised. Like looking through old VODs of mine on Twitch, even it's like I just see myself as a person, and like a lot of people just enjoy me as an individual. So it brings a lot of like enjoyment to me, like a lot of thrill that people do enjoy that, even though like I'm so self conscious of even what we're doing now, right? And that's another thing. A lot of
Yeah,
people
you
have
fucking
that issue.
goofball.
And yeah, I mean, I tend to get loud sometimes. It happens. I mean, that's just part of streaming. It's part of trying to hype people up, and it's just a big goal. Is I want to be able to push that.
Hey, just to know if anybody's even just one person watches you, that means that that one person would rather be watching you than doing what they normally do.
Right.
So maybe you are making their day a little bit better. I mean, that's the goal here.
I appreciate that, Cherry. Thank you.
That's one of our that's one of our goals here.
Right.
I have issues with everything.
Yeah.
I have issues with Zach. He's got issues with me. I got issues with everything. We both do. So
I'm not sure if you're trying to push for like your YouTube or anything. Like what? I mean, what do you?
no, that's just what it is.
Yeah.
That's our subject matter right there.
Yeah. That is
Plain
true.
out and simple.
Yeah.
What I do have a problem is these shit fucking games that we've been subject to.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of the
On your
games.
hand, how, how many video games have caught your attention past year?
Go my honest to God truth.
That really
Just one.
that was released.
Resident Evil.
Last, okay, Resident Evil.
Resident Evil. But
Okay.
I used to speedrun that bitch bastard, so it's nothing. It's something out of the ordinary. You're like, oh, this Resident Evil, Zach's gonna be all over that shit. Like even when the
Oh
movie
yeah,
came
I
out.
remember growing up watching you speedrun that. You taught me how to play the game.
Yeah,
You would actually speedrun that game quite a bit. I was impressed. It scared the fuck out of me, and I didn't want anything to do with it.
that's fine. I mean, again, like even like for Village.
Resident Evil 4 was the only game I beat, and then after I got the Chicago typewriter,
Yeah.
the infinite ammo,
Yeah.
I was like, okay, cool. I don't need my training wheels anymore
Okay, but
because
it's like
I only beat the game because you were there, right?
right. So for Resident Evil Village, when I did play that and I beat it, like
That
it
was
just seemed a
released.
lot.
That was released 2022. Village.
I think so, like 2021, maybe. I'm not sure.
Oh
I
well.
know it was recently released, so that's the most
Well,
newest
I mean,
one besides
I'm
the
gonna need
DLC.
you to confirm that, sir.
Okay, give me a second.
Otherwise,
I will look.
I mean, otherwise, I'm gonna have to
But
cancel you.
that's fine. Like I get it. I'd probably cancel me too. But yeah,
I do
so
remember the memes though. I mean,
for people that are
there
watching,
was
tuning in,
there were certain memes about that game that were
yeah.
quite out there.
So for people that are tuning in and watching this, I used to speed run on Twitch back in the day. I was in the top 10, top 5 actually in the world. Um, that's all I did was a speed run.
Yeah, thank you. Be better fucking humans. That's all
Like
it is.
I typed in the wrong fucking thing, you son of a bitch bastard. Hold up. Okay, right here. Let's see. So when was it released initially? All right. I'm gonna have to use the old 1-2 buckle my shoe.
The 1-2 buckle issue.
2021. But it's the most
All
recent.
right, so
Well, the DLC that they've got for Village because it took them a year to make the DLC. But anyways, yeah, that game because it was
all right.
first person.
That's actually just a testament how shit 2022 was actually because there was no game
No,
on record that Zach even fucking liked.
no, that's the only
And
thing
I can tell you that all of the games I play like I have been playing are early access Steam releases.
yeah,
So can I say that they've been released? No, they haven't.
no.
They don't even have an official release. Now, an official release title that I did it. I almost hate saying it, but Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah, I mean, I'm never addicted to that game.
I had a nostalgia. It was a nostalgic thing. I haven't bought a Call of Duty title until since I want to say Black Ops 3.
Black Ops 3, yeah. That was
And
nice.
well, I mean, I really loved Modern Warfare 2. I remember getting out of high school, played the shit out of it on the Xbox 360. I loved it. That was
Right.
my stuff, you know. I actually had friends at the time that would
Right.
actually play
In
with
the
me.
play.
I haven't chastised them enough to run off. So, you know, it was more of a nostalgic thing, and that's one release I did play. Uh, Disappointing.
Yeah, it's
It was fucking disappointing. I want to pull a Gordon Ramsay and say this chicken is fucking undercooked. It was bullshit. I want to talk to the chef.
right.
Like, what the hell?
I know, like
It was
nowadays.
$70, and even
Yeah.
the PC version was absolute fucking garbage. It was unfinished.
Yeah.
The amount of glitches.
And
And you expected us to pay $70 for that, and I
that's the thing. It's like
buying and selling Rust skins helped me pay for that. So
it's
unfortunately, I mean,
you've realized,
fortunately, I didn't take my debit account, PayPal account, and just went in there and be like $70. No, I had extra money,
but
and
that's an issue with
and,
it
and let me apply the clown makeup. I got the $100 edition. I'm gonna apply the clown makeup
though. Okay.
because I had the credit for it. I'm gonna do it. Sweet, it's Activision. Yeah, they're greedy bastards. Cool. Nope, disappointed, unfinished. It was so glitchy, horrible. I don't want to see that again.
Right. I get that
But
entirely.
we got some good shit coming up in 2023. I mean,
Yeah, the Harry Potter game.
we got the new Harry Potter game.
Yep.
I'm not gonna I'm
I'm
not
actually
gonna
gonna
tie that in with any of the political issues that the creator has had, but I mean, leave it alone because
right.
it's fucking Harry Potter. I mean, we grew up with that shit. I had all the books.
Right.
I don't read many books anymore, but that was a series that I feel like most of our generation read.
Right.
We grew up on Harry Potter, and that's coming up real soon and around our birthdays, actually, and I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm actually really excited for that too. It's going to be a whole different ballpark there. But in terms of games, I mean, like, I haven't really delved into much, like, looking into what's coming out this year besides the Harry Potter thing. Um, if there's any Resident Evil, then yeah, like my past is going to be fucking researching the shit out of it. And that's just because, like that's where I started with my whole content was Resident Evil.
Yep.
And yeah, I mean, it sucks that Capcom's taking their sweet ass time with everything in terms of releasing DLC to wanting to release anything initially with the Resident Evil 4 remake coming out. And that's going to be
You
fucking
know,
sweet. Like, I'm excited for that. I'm pretty sure a lot of people are, right? Everybody's excited to see that. It's been like fucking years. And, it just kind of sucks with like Code Veronica and everything else. Like, and not to get into whole details about it, but people that are fans of Resident Evil have been like wanting a lot of remakes, like even with Outbreak, because Outbreak had the online capability, which is what I used to stream as well on Twitch, with a fucking source plugin that they
well, I know
have.
they made a lot of remakes,
Yes, but
and
Outbreak was amazing,
and that
hands
I wouldn't mind seeing more remakes. So
down.
this year I would not mind seeing some more remakes because I have a thorough list of games, and we could talk about that for a whole. I mean, I feel like that needs to be its own episode.
Right?
And yeah, I'm gonna set that in stone. Is we'll do a list of games that we want remade.
Yeah, we should definitely sit down and do that on
Uh,
something.
because for some reason there has been uh a a trend of remaking these older games, and I dig it.
All right,
Just don't put in your stupid bullshit microtransactions. Give us what we used to have.
you just
Remaster it for modern hardware. That's
mm,
another thing that uh, uh GOG has has a great library of old school games too that I actually like
yeah,
to explore. But um, we need more. We need more.
right. But yeah, Cherry Lady just made mention she just seen Resident Evil for the first time in 2022. So Resident
Like
Evil,
saw Resident Evil
yes,
the movie.
yeah. Well, okay. So the
And
last movie they made, and I'm not gonna lie, it was fucking garbage. It was garbage. It's just a quick gimmick. They had Paul W.S. Anderson as the director for it. or part of the film. Um, it was just a quick fucking a money grab, like milking the cow for money. It was not a good movie at all. I literally felt like that movie was completely rushed through. Um, one of the scenes where they're in the mansion and the lights are like fucking on, off, on, off, on, off. I can't even see anything. I felt like I was having a fucking full blown like epilepsy. I'm sitting there like, bro, I can't even focus right now. Um, like a seizure or whatever. But like, just it was horribly put together. And that's been the thing with like Resident Evil films. It's just like a quick money scheme. There's no thought into it, right? And then they had a Netflix series with Resident Evil. That was only 3 episodes. Made no fucking sense to me. It's like, why the fuck would you release something with only 3 episodes?
I was honestly, hold on. I'm gonna do a quick check
That's fine.
because
Yeah, I can go.
I didn't actually look into it before
Yeah, that
doing
was a
that.
big thing. Was
But it was Netflix's Cowboy Bebop
yeah,
iteration.
that was a big
I love Cowboy Bebop,
yeah.
but as a big fan of the show, this might polarize me, and I don't care. Just the fact that I had a Cowboy Bebop live action show to watch, I didn't
Right.
mind it. Yeah, they could have took a different direction with it.
Yeah, but that's like saying with live
Honestly, the
action.
actors that they had, the acting was good. I
Right.
didn't mind it. I was a little disappointed that the fans beat the shit out of it and they
Right, but
stopped it.
that's like with the
There was
Dragon
way
Ball.
worse stuff. There
You
was
remember?
way
Do you
worse
remember the
stuff.
Dragon Ball remake they made, the live action
No,
one?
nope, didn't watch it. There's a lot of things I don't watch.
Yeah, so if you looked it up on Google, you'll see it. But that was a
And that's mainly because of the general public's like,
yeah, all he wants money.
opinion of it. Oh,
Right,
if it's bad, I'm not gonna waste my time. I work so much. I got other
right,
things to do. I'm not gonna waste my time if the general public thinks that it's bad.
right,
But with that iteration, I don't know. I didn't mind it. Yeah, it wasn't perfectly canon. It wasn't sequenced right. I thought it was funny
right.
and
Well, again, it just
a
it all
little
just.
cheesy, but that's kind of how
But
I feel like Cowboy Bebop was. But
right.
still, we need more. We need some more good remakes.
Oh no, and I agree with you 100% of the way. And speaking of like recreation, like remakes and stuff, like and part of like my goal for this year, right, is to get back into guitar playing.
Oh yeah, yep. Yeah,
For all you that don't know, I did play guitar. I used to play with my buddy Matt all the fucking time, and we'd always go out and play together. Um, I miss that. I miss the music. I just miss the feeling of it, like being able to just walk out into the crowd of people and just everyone's sitting there just like all happy as fuck when I'm staring at them, just playing, just
yeah. How
being
was it?
goofy.
Is that something that you really want to go back into? And
Well, I mean, in terms of like just making music, I don't have to go like back into that whole
right. I
fucking
mean,
industry scene, but
you were a pretty decent guitar player.
I love playing it. And, like I don't know what it was, like just being able to perform and like
Me, not so
watching.
instrumentally inclined.
You can learn it.
Um,
Anybody can learn instruments. Anybody can. You just have to take the time and patience to
yes.
practice.
Well, that's where the willpower comes. You got the willpower to sit there and learn and
Yeah,
study it.
yeah,
I don't.
100%. And like that's
At
just
least for that. At least for that. I really want to learn the piano.
yeah. And there's like so
And
many tutorials, there's so many videos out there, and
exactly.
how
The mini, have you ever seen those new mini keyboards?
yep,
MIDI style,
yeah,
MIDI,
yep,
right? So they have these apps that you can like put a tablet or another
right,
screen in front of it. And then it brings down the notes.
right,
So you line it up and you time it with the piano and now that's going to teach you more muscle memory than anything.
right. And it's just like I
But
said,
if you take it to the next level, you can use something like that to learn.
like even if you learn the root notes, right?
Exactly.
Like you just write them down on a sheet.
I can read music thanks to being in choir
Yeah,
for for f- quite a few years actually,
yeah,
and it's easy to kind of translate that because we have to read the same sheet music.
right,
You just have to remember where you start on your treble clef and your bass clef,
right.
which I have forgotten.
I mean, if it's something like even the viewers are listening, if it's something that you want to learn, like you're passionate about music and stuff, like go and chase that, right?
Yeah.
Speaking of music, like DaLew makes music. He's made our intro, he's made our outros and stuff.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, DaLew.
the kid's
He's
young,
done
he's
our music.
talented.
He does
But
our music, and he's 16 years old,
yeah, that's fucking
living
talent.
his, living up to his goals and his dreams that he wants to do his thing. So, I mean, that's all we want to do.
Yeah, and that's again, that's another thing too. It's like, if you got dreams, you got passions, like go chase after those, right? And that's the thing is I miss is about guitar play. I kind of miss being able to relax. And then too,
Did
my
you ever
mom,
make any original music?
I did, but my sister threw away everything I had.
That's unfortunate.
So I had when I lived with my sister at the time, I had a
What
fucking like
a
a little
bitch.
journal of music. I had fucking like 4 or 5 songs written that I would have to go back and look into or even try to remember. But yeah,
No,
she got pissed off because like she didn't like this girl Sidoni, which Chad obviously don't know about. You remember I was talking about Sidoni? Like
let's say person A.
well, yeah. Well, I guess
Let's
not going
leave.
into names.
Yeah,
Yeah, we'll leave names out of
let's leave them out. But say
it.
person.
Yes. So person A that was like addicted to being around me, which was weird.
Mm-hmm.
Person A is like
A little bit of soccer fetish. Yeah.
yeah, a little 30 years older than me.
Yeah.
Like my sister wanted me to be with her, and that wasn't happening. Not ever. Wasn't happening. Nothing against her. Like I'm young. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. Didn't like the idea of it, so she took everything I had and threw a lot of my shit away when I was at work one day at Kmart. When Kmart was a thing.
Oh man, Kmart.
Yeah,
Those blue
Kmart.
light
Yeah.
specials.
Yep. So
I
the music I did have, everything was thrown out. A lot of my shit was thrown out. I came into my guitar, which was not that one, but my little tiny one where the strings were all broken and I had to replace them all
right.
because
As guitars
her
go.
and my sister cut them all, and I was like, yeah, I was beyond fucking livid. No idea.
I feel like that's disrespectful. I feel like
Oh,
that'd be a
100%.
very disrespectful
100%.
thing to do.
But that's the thing, when people don't get their way, they tend to throw a temper tantrum. So regardless, I'd have to go back and look through that to even remember. But yeah, I had like 4 or 5 songs fucking written. And I really sat there in my bed just
Originals.
thinking, yeah. So I had them written up, original by me, just sitting there like just expressing my feelings and like how I felt, and um I think I have a video somewhere on my old phone, but I can't access it. And I have to go through it and look. But yeah, I mean, set aside all that.
Does anybody else have like a stash of old phones that you used to have just because they have stuff on them that you don't want to
Yeah, Cherry,
save?
exactly.
Say old family videos, photos
Yeah.
that's like precious to you, but like not at the same time.
Nope.
Do you have I have I have a few of those devices.
Yeah, I got my phone.
I have some pretty good videos on a few of them that I'm like, yeah, maybe I'll recover that one day. I'm
Yeah.
pretty
And
tech
then
savvy. I
again,
like to
like
think.
even with me singing, right? Like just watching just watching Kenny at the time, and he's like a big inspiration to me when he was,
Oh yeah, he played a mean steel guitar.
yeah, and that like he was a big inspiration to me. Enjoyed his music, I enjoyed his voice, and I remember I would always try to sit there and like try to match his tone. And I remember there was videos online too, to where I'd sit in my car and like scream, dude, until I could realize the different pitches in my voice, right? So
And that's part of being in a band.
yeah, and that's a big thing too.
A
Like just
screamo band.
yeah, like
Tearing
I'm
out
trying
your
to like
fucking
I don't
vocal
call it
cords.
necessarily tearing them out, but like finding the pitch and the tone of your voice to where you sing, right? Because like when you're talking here to where you're talking, like your pitch, like you realize a pitch in your voice, and that's kind of what pushed me to want to sing too, right? And at first, dude, like when I first started singing, well, I sounded like fucking trash, complete trash, and just going through the years, right? It changed a lot and my voice started changing. I was reaching my fucking pitches and tones to where I needed to be. Like, am I like
That was that was a hard transition for me because I was still in choir class, like
yeah,
middle school, and then I went to the high school class, and I even did their premiere show choir class.
right,
Although, I mean, I was still pretty. I like to skip to my loo on not to
right.
the class quite a bit, but I like to think that I was all right. And they did give me the vocal training, although I've lost most of it thanks to smoking copious amounts of cigarettes,
Mm.
which I need to
It
quit.
happens. It happens. I mean, we all
Now
go through our struggles and shit, and
that
cigarettes don't help.
it's the
They
thing.
don't.
There's that you find that melody,
Yeah.
and when you're in a band, your voice is your instrument, but you also play guitar, so you had to do two things at once. That's pretty
Yeah,
bad.
it's hard to control that for sure. I know it's a
The
tone.
closest, I would say, the closest thing that I got to being really good at anything musically was Guitar Hero.
Yeah,
I mean,
I know. Mr. Fucking
I
Fire in the
fucking miss
Flames.
Guitar Hero. Uh
16, dude. I remember that shit, dude.
oh
Mr.
man,
Fire in the Flames had to come in, dude.
yeah,
Yeah, you fucking annihilated that bitch.
I was the first in my group to complete through the Fire and Flames an expert,
Yep.
and that was such a big
That's a
accomplishment.
that's a hard fucking. I can't even imagine that.
The amount of pride that I had.
Like I play guitar, but like looking back at that, there's no fucking
That
way.
was insane.
I can't.
The amount of stuff that you had to do.
Yes.
I had to lock that strum bar on the
Yeah.
controller with my elbow, and
But
then
a
I
lot of
just
people
started
like
fucking tapping all these little buttons around on the screen, and I
people don't
practiced
use a
for
rubber
hours
band
and
for it. I
hours.
remember people used to tie like a rubber band around the orange button, so it
Yep, that
makes it
was
easier.
uh metas didn't exist back
Yeah.
then, but that was meta back then. Uh it was rubber band. You know, I still have two guitar controllers. I
Right.
gotta figure out how to get those things working. There's actually a game called Clone Hero. You can it's community based. You can still play Guitar Hero.
Right.
Like it's very Guitar Hero like. It's obviously it's called Clone Hero. What does that sound like
Yep.
to you? Right.
It's
But
fucking incredible. It is.
that was
But I can't tie.
I want a remake. Like not I mean not even a remake. I just want a resurgence of that.
Again, that's just something if you want to chase, you want to pursue that, you then do.
Oh, I don't want to pursue it. I just want to fucking get it set up with my PC of it and
Yeah,
been
but I
having
mean,
such a
in order to set that
nightmare.
up, you gotta pursue that, right?
That's the willpower. Like I want to spend a couple hours and
Yeah.
just getting my damn joysticks on my computer set up for a flight simulator takes hours. By the
Right.
time I load the damn thing up, it's reset. I'm like, all right, well, not playing this today.
And that's again, that's a big thing, and it's something that if you want, you got to do that, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And
You
again,
want something, you do it.
yeah,
If
like I
there's
know I
something
would
that
do. I want to get
if
back
there's
into
something
music,
even that you want to buy, if there's something you've been looking for, getting that house, that
Yeah.
car,
Yep.
you know, you know what you have to do.
And
Deep
that's
down, you know what you have to do, and you just gotta grab it.
right. And that brings me to another thing too, right? Like we're talking about goals and achievements for this year, right? Excuse me, Chuck, I got the burps again.
That's that beer.
That's that beer burp.
That beer burp is what it's
I
going.
need some water now. Where's my
You better
water?
hydrate.
I know I am.
You
Don't
gotta
worry,
join the
chat.
Hydro Homies Army.
Yeah, the hydrate, chat. Stay hydrated. But anyways, so getting back into what we're talking about, um, I just like for house repairs, right? Like this house that
Yeah, you buy a fucking house,
like there's a lot of repairs that come with it,
and
and
guess what? It's on you.
eventually, like what I want to do was what we had discussed primarily on the first episode before we aired it. Is like I just want to make this room just different every day, right? We got a hat there.
That's my
Eventually,
hat. That's my lucky hat.
yeah, that's the lucky hat. There's just so much stuff I want to do, like it just comes with a lot of time and patience. And like my biggest thing is I want to be able to paint this room up, right? So make it look like something we've never seen before, right? Like whether it be like fucking hardwood or snap-on planks or whatever. There's something that's gonna like,
We're gonna deck it out. We're gonna deck our
yeah,
house out.
yeah. Like that's the big thing
Um,
I want to do for this year is like I want to fix a lot of stuff. Like,
yeah. If you're a homeowner and your crib is looking down, make that a goal.
I do.
Make it a goal to have your living space, whether you just have a room, you're renting a room, you have an apartment. You know what? Make it a goal to beautify your space.
Oh, 100%.
Enjoy it
I mean, because everyone
because
wants that.
we have to work hard for what we have.
Yep.
And you want to come home to a space that just invites you in, right?
Oh, that's a big thing. Is like just seeing a room and just seeing the aura of it is what's going to bring your mindset like up or down, and just coming into something that's natural to like your mindset, whether it be like a dark theme or a lighter theme.
Right.
It brings it just adds
Are you
to.
a vibrant person? Are you the dull type? Are you into darks? You know,
Do
bright
you like holes in
colors?
your walls? Do you like
You like holes in your wall? Are you
you
a
like spaghetti fucking splattered all over this bitch? Bitch! Like, no,
dude? Whatever.
unreal. Unreal. No, don't fucking splatter it. Like literally, I mean that is
Plant. Yeah. Okay. So
Harry's
for
got a good point
yeah,
there.
plant a garden. Plant a fucking garden.
Yep.
Whether you're planting flowers or something, vegetables. Do you know? I don't know. Let's make like let's do something where it's about like progress.
Right. Yeah, that's a big thing for me too. Is like I just want to be able to do more. Like even outside, if it's not inside, like just even creating a garden, making a vegetable garden, just making your yard spruced up, whether it be like making your roof better, your siding, whatever. Like that's my biggest thing. Like this year is to
It's the
just make the house just look better in
it's like the
general.
little things that no one really wants to talk about.
Yeah,
Like
exactly. And that's the thing. That's an issue. Like that is a issue. We have the issue that people don't want to talk about that. But let's be for real. If we're on the subject, you want to come to a house that looks decent, right? It wants to look nice. You want it to look a little spruced up, whether it be a
isn't
fucking
that the
rose
American
bush.
dream? Work your ass off, get a
Yeah.
house, have a family, do
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, and that's a big
Let's
thing.
get
Like
back to that.
I do enjoy that. Like when you're younger, you don't really care because your mindset's like, oh, I'm just gonna go outside and I'm gonna do what the fuck I want to do. But the older you get, you take more appreciation into stuff. You make a little bit more money. You want to invest into something in your home, whether it be even outside or inside. You just want to take pride in that. And pride is one thing that people cannot rip from you. Is a pride in yourself of what you've done, how you've done it, why you did it, right? A big factor to put in there. You can't rip pride out of somebody. That's
Right. It's almost like the one thing you got left at the end of the
yeah.
day. Got a shit fucking day.
Yep.
Boss has been hounding you,
Yep.
riding you like you're a warhog.
Oh, 100%, dude.
You know,
Warthog from Halo, right?
you got the yeah, you got this
Then flipping that bitch right over, like fucker.
flipping you around.
Yeah.
You got your coworker in the back just not. He won't let off the Gatling gun. He just
Nope.
won't stop.
He
He's
won't.
full send. He's full send.
He's fucking looking right up at the ceiling, dude. The sky,
Right.
wherever the fuck.
You're just trying to collect the skulls, and it's just not working out. And that's
Mm.
just how life is. And you know what? It is what it is.
Yeah, and that's like that's that big thing is pride. Like, don't. I
You
mean,
got
if you was watching or listening
don't let it
in
get
on the
weight on.
podcast, like, do not let people ever take that from you. Take pride in what you got. That is one thing that they cannot take. Right.
Make it a goal to learn. Make it a learn.
Like, how
Make
many
it a
times I got
goal to
shit on
learn
this? Yeah,
something
100%. 100%.
and make something.
Yeah. Like, that's like a big thing for me is not having the. Not too late for that.
Just sneaking in.
Oh, man. But, anyways, like, don't let people take your pride away from you. As much backlash as I used to get back in the day for trying to sing, to want to play guitar, to want to speed run, to want to do what I want. And that's a sense of pride that I've got. Being in the military, a lot of people shame me for that. Some people love me for that. Do what you want to do with your life. Make this year the best fucking year that you could possibly have. Like, go above and beyond to do stuff, right?
Right, be a good person.
Yeah, be a great person. Like, just strive for success. Strive
Make
for the
something.
positivity.
Make something you're proud of.
Yeah.
Genuinely make something that you're proud of.
Even if you're upset or angry at somebody, take it out in a positive manner, like I do on Fall Guys, right? I'm playing Fall Guys. Yeah, dude. I
Fucking
mean,
hate that game.
I love it. It's addicting.
Hate it.
But just take the matter that
Hate
you're
that
in and make it a positive matter, right? Like, no matter what it is, whether you clean somebody's dishes or like, I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna go out and rip this part of my fucking yard out to make a garden in, right? Just take it in a positive manner. Like pride is something again that nobody can rip from you ever. Like just be happy. Make this year your best year. And then that's it, right? Like for that year, like and again going over that, like working out, content creation, right? Music,
Do what makes you
house
happy.
repairs, do stuff that makes you happy for the year. And I'm telling you, that's a song that somebody cannot rip from you is the achievements that you yourself as a person knows in your mind you have brought to life. You have molded that, you have created that. Even if being from like last year, right? Looking back at last year, I didn't have anything to really speak highly about because my situation was a little different staying with my brother at the time. Being locked in a small room, just working every day, um, restrictions on everything. It's just last year, like my biggest blessing, I think, was the job I got after boot camp. When that had happened, I did not realize I was ever gonna make that money ever. I kept thinking to myself, I'm like, bro, I got medically discharged. I don't know what else the fuck to do. So here I am, right, working the same job. But if you keep in that mindset to where you know yourself as a person, right, you know you're gonna do better each and every day you wake up to when you lay down to whatever it may be, right? So taking that, pushing from that till this year now, my only thing that I could think of from last year was getting out of that shop into the military to do something way better than myself. Way better. I don't take back what I did. I don't take back the fact I studied and I worked my ass off physically and mentally for that. And that's something that even viewers know. Again,
Oh yeah,
it's a
it
sense of
takes a bigger
pride.
person
It does. It takes so
to
much
put
fucking pride.
others ahead of you.
Yeah. And that was the biggest thing for me from last year is just the issues of my old job. I'm like, bro, I can't keep making, and we'll just give an example, $13 an hour. Right? I can't keep making that. That's not livable. That's not achievable. I need to do something bigger and better than myself, right? So
Oh
I
yeah.
took that leap and I took that dive to try to do something better than what I could ever possibly imagine in my life would happen. And I got so much fucking doubt. You're a piece of shit. And even from my oldest brother, which I don't even care if he watches this or not, but the fact that my oldest brother would always call me a dumb fuck, would always call me stupid, it completely switched his fucking mind up, dude. When I started fucking literally working out every day to studying, completely changed.
Dude, you're always gonna have
I know you're always gonna have haters,
bullies. You're
yes,
gonna have
100%.
agitators,
Yep,
aggressors, people who want to stand in front of your progress
yep,
because they're mad that they're not making progress. They're mad that they're not doing what they should, and they see that your
yep,
success, and it's
yeah.
it's
And that's the
a,
sad
it's a
thing.
jealousy type thing, and that's a bad thing. You know, let's not do that. Honestly, I think
It is fucked up, and that's the
we need
thing
to
with
let all of it go.
um,
Get positive this year. We're gonna have fun. Let's have fun.
yeah, and that's the big
We're
thing too that I take into
we're we're
consideration. Is
taking
like,
all of our life lessons.
yeah,
We're
and
getting
we make
old.
ourselves better.
We're
Yes,
getting old, man. Found a gray hair the other day. We're getting old.
you know,
Let's take all of our life lessons and we're gonna ball it up,
you know.
stick it right in here, absorb it,
So I think like people want to know like how was
prosper.
besides my incidences with my older brother, right, and everybody doubting me to where to finish up that story, just proving everybody wrong, right? Like taking the test, showing them my fucking my ASVAB score to them just shutting up, to shutting everybody up, to proving somebody else your sense of pride in yourself as a human being, and you know you're determined to do something, will always prove successful. So taking all that, fast forwarding to now, with a great job, with a great blessing, with 3 weeks of vacation now.
Oh yeah, gotta love that 3 weeks of vacation.
That the pay is good.
I'm so glad I left my old job.
So my biggest question for you and for people watching too is, how was your last year compared to this year?
I can't.
I want to use
I
the
can't.
mushroom, so I want to let you speak. This is going to be from your heart, like it was from me to
Well,
you.
I can't. Okay. I will say that I can't say too much about this year so far because we've only, as of right now, filming this live, we're number 7 on that. So the first week in 2013, it's not so bad. 2022, it was a hard year. Honestly, it was a hard year. It had its ups and downs, but it is what it is. I know I keep saying that, but that's like that's a mantra of mine. If you don't let the little things get to you, you can most definitely be successful. Because overthinking a lot of things puts doubt in your mind. When you doubt yourself, you're not your best self, and that's what we need, is to be our best self. Now, yeah, like I said, there's downs. We're all gonna have them, but don't overlook that. You don't want to ever overlook that. I don't have an issue with that. Not at all. So at the end of the day, we're just a blip in the universe, as one would say.
Right.
Welcome back.
Thank you. I had to break the seal on that one. I could not hold it anymore. I was trying, and I couldn't do it. But yeah, so
I think that's I don't know. If there's anything else you wanted to add for 2023, other than what we've already covered, I mean, I think it's about time to wrap this up. What do you think?
That's fine. I mean, I kind of went out a little bit on my story, but
Well, yeah,
that's fine.
That's what we're gonna do here. That's I want you guys to get used to that. That's just what it is.
Right.
We're gonna get right. We're gonna go on tangents. We'll get off the topic. Isn't that what sitting down in front of a microphone and letting your heart out is?
Yeah.
Right.
I think so. To be honest, I feel like a lot of venting and a lot of explanation towards stuff as you as an individual will help, viewers and people that watch our podcast understand, like,
if you can call it a podcast.
Well, I mean, I would consider it in the sense that we're talking to each other, like it's just something that people are tuning into. I love it. Both like a precise podcast.
Look, we have great support from our close friends. This is the reason why we actually do it.
Right.
Well, mainly Zach's close friends. I'm just kind of like in the background there, but that's all right. Now, look, we're just having fun, and that's a big push to do this.
We're
putting ourselves out there.
That's fine, man. Me being
that was a big goal for this year, was to get this started.
Yeah, that was, and I remember I told a lot of people about it. Like, it's something I want to do. It's something different, other than like playing Fall Guys, being goofy, just being natural, right? Just being you. Whoever watches it, they do, and I appreciate support from everybody.
Oh yeah,
and I love everybody, and I wish everybody that they have to make this year their best year compared to how last year was. Like, even from my standpoint, like making goals for yourself, being a better person, and that's pretty much it.
Be a better person. That's all it is. Just be a better person.
Be a better person. Even if you don't even drink, just be a better person, right? Like, to be honest, just fucking hydrate, right? Just stay hydrated.
Stay hydrated for 2023 at the very least. Stay hydrated out there. You'll do a lot better.
But yeah, like, my biggest thing, to end the to end the episode up, just be who you are. All right, just take pride in yourself. No matter what somebody takes, that's one thing they won't take. They could take your fucking they could take your emotions and stuff. They could take your sadness, your happiness, or whatever may build up inside of you, confusion. Um, this push, this pride is one thing that they will not take. So make this year a better year for you guys. All right, and we love you. We
Yep.
appreciate it.
We love you
all are
guys.
amazing.
Thank you for tuning in.
Yeah.
And thank you for listening to our problems and some of our solutions. So you guys have a good night.
Hell yeah, dude.